Let's begin with the InDesign and experience the text function in InDesign. To begin with, let's create a document using most common size. So we just go here to click, or you can do Command N to create a new document using default size. And we just basically just using one page and hit create. So we create a new document. You will see this the text control in InDesign is truly different. It's everywhere. But let's just start with the basic. How we can create a basic hierarchy with the 3 text setting. Let's think about we're going to create a page layout for a magazine. First, let's try to find some pictures and just really think about it. That's kind of like a cover. Or the first page of a featured document. So I'm going to just kind of like randomly find a picture. Yeah, that may be just using this. Okay, so we copy this image and then back to the InDesign. So we paste this image in, but you can also, there are several different ways. So let's just start with the very basic one. We paste this image directly in. This is not the best option, but it is more natural operation because everybody can do this. Okay, so you hit S and you find this scale tool, and you can double click and then you have the option to scale this one down. So in this case, we just make this one kind of like roughly 50% or 30%. So hit 30%, we have this one shrink the size. Okay, and just go there. Okay, so it's attached to one side, but also we can resize. You will see this is different, right? So when you resize, this doesn't change anything. It's just directly crop this image. So because InDesign is frame based, to complete this, once you finish the desired size of the frame of the image, and you can resize and repositioning fit this image. So it's using Command Option C, Command Option Shift C. Okay, Command Option Shift C, as you can see on the screen. So then you can reposition this. For more detailed, adjustment, you want to locate the center of this text frame, and there's a circle here. You can click and drag to repositioning this image to find a better spot. Okay. Anytime you can feel free to readjustment. And so, for example, we're going to put it here. So we may need to reposition this one. Repositioning the content to refit this content is Command Option Shift C. Redo this content fitting. After that, let's go create a title. So we hit a T, draw a box. Okay. We basically just draw a box here. And we, finish this type and then hit the T again. And let's think about this as maybe a subtitle. And just like a regular text things, when you read magazines. So here we have this box. So we have a like a whole paragraph of a text here. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna fill those things with placeholder text. So then you want to go to highlight those boxes we just made and go to type. Okay, so you're going to do type menu, and you want to go fill with the placeholder text, and then you want to just fill with the basic. Okay, so now we have those content. Okay, those text information here. Obviously, this is not what we want because we definitely want to create a hierarchy. So what next is we try to resize those texts. And you can go here. This one have a characters panel. You can just go to resize this one. So currently is 12 points. For the typography control, the best or the most important one is the size to create a nice, more legibility for your project is the size. The size plays a huge important role for all type of a layout design project. So we can distinguish those by changing the different size. Okay, so hold the Shift key down, then you can move this one in 10 times fast. So hold the Shift key, and you can resize this one so to 10 points, 30 points, even bigger. Okay, I think in this case, 40 points. You don't have to worry about those extra text because this is just the placeholder. So this one probably okay, but we want this one to be a little bit bigger. So we don't have the Shift key, but we just go increasing this one to 16 points. Again, using arrow keys, those arrow keys to kind of like manually adjustment to those position. And for this one, I think it's okay to just keep this one right now, but I wanted this one to be 2 frames, 2 columns. So how can do this is Command B as a boy or a box. Okay, so to Command B, we have this text frame option here. Be sure you check the preview so you can see the change on the screen. And the current number is 1. We definitely want a 2 or a 3. So in this case, we change this one to 2. Okay, so we create a layout here. Okay, that's very nice layout. But the one thing is there's so many indicator lines here, for sure you can preview or but there's on-screen preview, but keep it in current mode. There shortcut W. Okay, shortcut W. So hit the W and you enter to a directly preview mode. You can still control it, or work on this way, which is very helpful. Okay, so for you to really see the design and to control before even to preview. Okay, so this is actually one mode of a preview. So that's one of the text function in InDesign. Another one is the InDesign is really the most powerful tool, digital tools for a tab control or text control typography. Definitely want more InDesign work. So let's go show some of this the function. So let's go create a new document to Command N. We're still using default setting. We just keep it 1 page. Be sure that InDesign is working for multi pages. You see more. You have more pages. You will more more likely need InDesign. But for the maybe four panels, 4 pages, well, Illustrator can handle better. Okay, because Illustrator more relatively easy to do. Okay, so next we'll try to talk about how we can warp text here in InDesign. So let's go find some pictures. So sometimes we have some pictures have different shapes like this. So I'm going to copy this image, and we'll go back to InDesign. So in this case, let's try something a little bit different. Let's just try to defining this image size first. Okay, so to defining this, you can using any rectangle tools here or the frame tool. All of the things that will work in pretty the same way. But you will need to draw shapes and defining this gonna be the container for you to place this text, place this image, so you don't have to resize. Okay, you don't have to resize. So in this case, let's just say I want this image to be in the middle. Then I will go to Edit menu. I want to paste into. Okay, paste into. If you see this one is Command Option V. Command Option V. In Windows, that will be Control Alt V, Control Alt V. Okay, so we'll paste this one into. So we got this one here. It seems nothing because the original image is very big. So you will need to combine with Command Option Shift C to positioning the content. Okay, so Command Option Shift C. Basically that will be the three most common shortcuts or function keys combined with content. Okay, so remember this way, that would be a little bit easier. So we got this image, but this really still looks transparent, but the computer does not recognize this. This is the shape already there. So we will need using computer to to guess the shape and to draw the shapes. Let's try to place the text, place the image in. So let's hit a T, and we draw a box. So let's just like a regular page layout thing, and then we go to Type, and we go to Fill with the placeholder text, and just hit OK. All right. So now it will be nice to look to have two frames, two columns. So hit when you highlighted this box, this text frame, hit Command B to really show two columns. Okay, so we have two. You can make this one a little bit wider. Okay, the logic order means the center, the space between those two columns. Okay, and hit OK. So we'll see the details area here is when you click W, as you can see here, this area, the text is actually on the top of the image. Okay, which we don't want it this one this way. Okay, so now let's go select the image. Okay, so remember to warp the text, you want to select the image. Okay, to have this text warp panel here. So what I do is to show the text warp frame. Okay, so what you can do is to change this one to warp a round object shape. So when you click this, you have this panel here. Okay, where's the panel? Where's this panel? Okay, so let's just go to the text warp option. So Command Option W. Yeah, so it's here. Okay, so we select this one, and then we go to the contour option here. So we definitely want this one to be the some of this option here. So by default, this one will be the bounding box, okay, which is the whole image. But what we can do is try to this one to do the object. Okay, so like a subject. You will see this one quite smart to defining some edges, but it's not always useful. And you can also detect edges. So I think this one worked pretty well. After that, we can expanding this. So make this one a larger space here. So you can see when you switch to W mode, we have this image here show perfectly to align this one to give us a very professional look of the text warp option. Okay. So when you move those things around, this one the text will reflow to adjustment, which give a very nice result. Okay, so the text warp frames is on the panel is Command Option W is over there, and they change a little bit of this interface. So, but okay, so this is how we can handle text frame here. So let's see if you want a title here. So we can hit return to increasing a little bit of space here, and then you can hit a T to give this a text frame. Okay, so one thing you want to do is maybe you wanted to redraw a new text box, so it's not inside this one. So you can draw a text box here and go type, go with placeholder text. Okay, and resize. Okay, just make this one a little bit bigger. You don't have to worry about those extra, extra text. Is just a placeholder. When we really start design, we may not need this one, so we just totally replace those with the text. So this will just give you one examples of how we can handle those, very common InDesign operation.